Let's welcome our next set of speakers for the full hour, Brian Taylor and Matt.
Well, as the title card suggests, our presentation is going to be on the full adder. And first, we need to define what the full adder does. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the full adder adds. Okay, but really, why is the full adder important? The full adder adds 3 one-bit binary numbers and produces a sum value and a carry value. The full adder is important because multiple full adders are used in the ALU to add n-digit binary numbers. Since one basic unit of a full adder can only deal with 1 bit, obviously you can have several working in parallel to create whatever digit binary that you need. The full adder is used to make more complex adders like the ripple carry adder, which will be presented next, which can add larger numbers together, as I previously said. What instructions does the full adder support? As you would expect, the full adder supports the add and subtract assembly instructions. How could it support subtract? Well, that's because of the 2's complement. Subtraction is just addition in its own unique way. The full adder makes up a portion of the ALU, so the adder gets input from the register file, the sign extender, and the control ROM, and the ALU outputs to the data memory. To put this into more technical terms, the full adder takes in 3 inputs, A, B, and C in. It outputs S and C out. The circuit utilizes XOR and OR gates. Unfortunately, we don't have a diagram up here
We have a diagram later.
Well, okay.
It's all good.
That's true. That's all right. If multiple inputs are 1, C out is 1. If an odd number of inputs are 1, then S is 1. And we have a truth table here just clarifying that a bit more. As you can see, anytime there's an odd number, then C out is 1. However, every time there is an odd number of 1s, then S is 1. However, if there is multiple that regardless of whether it is even or odd, then C out is 1. Implementation issues. Well, none of us actually experienced any issues with implementing the full adder. However, one potential issue that we considered relating to the full adder could be the misplacing of wires when creating the module, as this would yield incorrect results. As we've stated before, when you implement this for more practical uses within the processor, you're going to be putting several of them in parallel, and that's a lot of wires that you have to keep track of. So one misplacement, and you're not going to be getting the output that you need.
All right. So here's our actual diagram of the full adder. So we have several different paths we can choose from, but the longest path will come from the XOR gate, which has 3, down to this middle AND gate, which has 2, and an OR gate, which has 2. So that would add up to a total of 7 for the gate delay. And that's it.
Hi.
Questions go to him.
So any questions for Chris?
Taylor.
What? You're not Chris?
He goes by Taylor.
Why is it listed as Chris, Taylor?
I know my parents were difficult.
I was like, who's Chris?
Taylor?
Yeah.
What?
That was a good one.
Shut your face, other Taylor.
Alright, so
Oh yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
Did y'all have fun?
We did.
Yeah, it was all right. I survived.
so go back, let's see, to go ahead.
The XNOR gate has a gate delay of 4. Yeah?
What?
XNOR. They just
Yeah, XNOR.
Yeah, we did.
No.
Okay, I must have misread the
It's all good.
symbol there.
It's XOR, so XOR is 3. XNOR, yeah, you'd be correct, but didn't do that here.
Okay,
So it's all good.
okay. Yeah, okay, I got mixed up with something else.
Don't live there.
So, did you time to see how fast you could implement it? To see, like, if you could beat each other?
What do you mean?
Like, if each of you, like, time how fast it takes you to implement it?
I'm afraid we haven't.
That was
Oh,
a good
no.
idea, though.
So
Like
you
a
have a
race.
program competition about implementing
We just picked one of our we just picked one of our implementations and sort of went with it.
No, we'll have a competition. You know,
Yeah.
rank from 100 down to 0.
We went with one of our implementations, just like, all right, there it is. It's all good.
So, go back to the implementation slide you said?
Yeah, so let's go. F5 is full screen.
F5.
Let's see, forward. All right, hold on. All right, so there. Tyler. Which one did I refer?
Taylor.
Taylor, thank you, Taylor. Not
It's okay. He's forgettable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
How do you feel about the presentation, All right, so you have three inputs A, B, and C in. What are those three?
So A, B are
Whoa,
your.
whoa, whoa.
Taylor.
Okay.
CN is a carry bit. So if the previous adder in the chain would be carrying out a bit, then that's going to go into the next full adder. A and B, I'm not sure. Just to be completely
Just
honest.
normal input.
Yeah, that's normal input.
Just- okay.
The normal 2 bits you're adding. Okay. Great. And then what's the difference between this and the half adder?
Half adder doesn't have to carry in.
Yes. All right.
We did it. We're alive.
All right. Good job, guys. Do make sure everyone talks at least once.
Yeah.
It's a presentation. It'd be rude for us to talk during it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.